What's going on, everyone? Gig Accountant here. My name is Naz, and I'm a licensed CPA in the state of New Jersey. I'm also a gig economy worker and a cryptocurrency investor. There has been a lot of news reports lately of cryptocurrency and blockchain adoption as of late. And that has really been reflected in the price as well. There's been a lot of price action lately, and it looks like we're reaching new all-time highs for the year. One of the news reports that I wanted to report on and review with you guys is MetLife, and they're recently announced that they are using the Ethereum blockchain as the platform for experimenting with payment of insurance claims. So I have been aware for some time now that MetLife has been experimenting with blockchain related products based out of Singapore through Suman. What was it? Suman Labs. We'll read it in the article. Lumen Labs. And I've been aware of it, but I believe this is the first time that they've publicly disclosed that the blockchain that they've been using actually is the Ethereum blockchain. So let's get into this article. I'm going to review it and have my few takeaways regarding it. Okay, so this is a Forbes article. MetLife plans to disrupt $2.7 trillion life insurance industry using Ethereum blockchain. When a family loses a loved one, it faces a litany of immediate tasks, such as planning the funeral and placing an obituary in the local newspaper. All of this must be done while the bereaved is processing the emotional components of the individual's passing. Amidst all of the raw feelings and deluge of family, it is natural for more mundane tasks, such as filing a life insurance claim, to fall by the wayside. Sometimes the family may not even know that the deceased has a life insurance policy. This opaqueness does not serve the claimants or insurers well, and leading global insurer and Forbes Blockchain 50 member, MetLife, is utilizing the live public Ethereum blockchain to add transparency and efficiency to the claim process. And I just want to take a moment and stop there to add that yes, this is actually an issue with insurance companies regarding their their statutory requirement to pay out the insurance products and other financial service products, financial instrument products that are owed to their customers. Last year, I believe, for early 2018, MetLife did get into some hot water because it turned out that there was a number of, I believe it was annuity products that they had acquired through a company acquisition some years ago, and they hadn't been paying out these payments to the policyholders for decades. It was an issue that had persisted for decades regarding these policyholders. MetLife was unable to locate them immediately. So instead of paying them out, they just withheld the funds. And this lingered for decades. And this eventually came to light through MetLife's internal process. And a lot of senior leaders paid for this. The CFO, John Hill, at the time, left the company fairly promptly after it came to light. And then a number of other senior leaders left MetLife post that event occurring. There was a lot of shakeup. And then MetLife was subject to litigation by certain states, lawsuits regarding them not paying out these owed policies, these owed due amounts. And once they discovered this issue, MetLife was able to fairly promptly locate the individuals and policyholder owners who were owed the amounts. They were able to locate these folks through engaging other services and other consultants in order to locate them. And it was a very quick process. It was just something that was outside the normal course of business, and due to it being outside the normal course of business, it was kind of just put into the shelf, pushed aside, and lingered for decades. So, and this is something that the blockchain, as you can note from the article, this is something that is something that is a problem in the in the insurance business, but something that blockchain services such as Ethereum, the use of Ethereum can help solve. So let's continue reading. In what is believed to be the first pilot program in the world focused on life insurance industry, MetLife Singapore-based incubator Lumen Lab is collaborating with Singapore Press Holdings (SPH) and NTUC Income on a platform of smart contracts known as LifeChain to help loved ones quickly determine if the deceased was protected with a policy and automatically file a claim. If successful, this program has the potential to transform the insurance industry as a whole, creating new markets, products, and the ability to serve a more diverse set of customers at lower price points. How it works. Once an obituary is placed with SPH portfolio company, the Straits Time, the family will be informed of this new program. If they choose to participate, LifeChain will encrypt the deceased's National Registry Identity Card (NRIC) number, which is included in the death certificate, using a hashing algorithm and place it onto the blockchain. This will trigger a search on NTUC's end for a matching life insurance policy. If a match is found, SPH will inform family members within 1 working day, while LifeChain will send an automatic notification to Income via email to initiate claims process. The value of blockchain. According to Zia Zaman, CIO of MetLife Asia and CEO of Lumen Lab, it was important to utilize blockchain technology for 3 key reasons. First, he said, we think that there are benefits from a security point of view. Second, he noted that there is a lot that they can learn from DLT from experimenting with it as opposed to traditional database. Specifically, he noted that if you try technology that has been around for 20 years, you're not going to learn as much if you try it with a decentralized system like DLT. And that's advantageous because we are realizing that there is a lower cost of implementation for this system versus the other way. The third reason, and perhaps the most important, is that DLT systems are built for multi-party participation. As a data provider, if you use DLT, it is much easier to add another node. So MetLife has noted 3 advantages of the use of blockchain for insurance products. So the first is by experimenting with the blockchain products, they're learning about it. There's a lot to learn. So that's number 1. Number 2. Oh wait, that was number 2. Number 2 is there's a lot to learn from experimenting on the blockchain. Number 1 was that there is security benefits from the use of the blockchain. And number 3 is the blockchain really corresponds well with multi-party use rather than, single private party. Okay, so this final point could be critical, as for the platform to scale, it will be necessary to incorporate other key stakeholders, in particular the government. Zia noted that the future of distributed ledger technology in life insurance will somewhat depend on public sector involvement. Those jurisdictions and governments that are more innovative will see citizens and policyholders in their jurisdictions benefit from less friction, more fulfilled payments, and a general overall improved experience. Additionally, he told me that there are a whole variety of private sector companies that are adjacent to life insurance who are somehow either related to health or in some other ways dealing with low risk security to the customer base, who could potentially use DLT in contracts like this to provide peace of mind to its customers in case something were to happen in a very rare event. Okay, I want to see what DLT stands for exactly. Did they mention that? Because they keep using that acronym. I don't think they did. Oh, DLT, distributed ledger technology. Okay, that's probably what I mean. I don't think they say that explicitly, what the acronym stands for, but yeah, you can like deduce that's what it means, or that's what the acronym stands for. Okay. Okay, continuing on. The road ahead. It is important to note that this is not MetLife's first experimentation with blockchain technology, nor is it the first time it is using a public ledger. In fact, the core smart contract platform that constitutes LifeChain is very closely related to what was built for the company's first successful pilot, a mobile app called Vitana that utilized Ethereum to pay out claims to expectant mothers who contracted gestational diabetes. That's actually the product that I was thinking about. I don't recall it being previously disclosed that it was on the Ethereum blockchain, however. So, anyway, this bodes well for the core functionality of the platform, but there is still much that needs to be decided for this case to scale. For instance, MetLife is able to utilize the public Ethereum blockchain because its sample size of approximately 1,000 users is not large enough to meaningful impact transactional volume on the blockchain, which averages about 13 per second. However, to meaningfully service the entire industry, not just in Singapore, but around the world, the platform will need significantly higher throughput. Zia has already thought about this challenge and, without extrapolating too much, noted that in the future, the company may need to look at other public or even permissioned blockchains. And so, other blockchains, so Ethereum competitors or private blockchains is what they are referring to. But hopefully Ethereum will be able to scale by this point. Ethereum has recently announced that phase 0 is scheduled to deploy in January 2020. So by that point, by the point where that MetLife is seeking to scale their products, Ethereum will have already had their corresponding scaling solutions deployed. So let's continue reading. Finally, in light of Facebook's also a Blockchain 50 member announcement yesterday of its new stablecoin Libra, I asked Zia about the potential of using a form of cryptocurrency in the future as part of the redemption process for life insurance policies. In response to this question, he noted, "We have no plans on doing that, nor have we thought about it for our existing use case. That doesn't preclude it from the future, of course, but for now, we have not thought about it. Therefore, there is still much to figure out. But at the same time, this project is getting off to an auspicious start." And I attribute this article was from Stephen Ehrlich. Okay. So, yeah, that is fantastic news that a major Fortune 50 company such as MetLife is making use of the blockchain and specifically Ethereum to build products upon, which bodes well for future adoption. Hopefully, Ethereum is going to be able to scale in such a manner that will enable companies such as MetLife to scale these products worldwide, and which will lead to increased future adoption of the Ethereum blockchain and of the cryptocurrency and blockchain overall. It's very exciting news, and it's just one example of the many recent examples of companies coming out and disclosing their intent to build on or make use of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. All right, guys, that's all I got to say for today. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I am a licensed CPA in the state of New Jersey. I offer accounting services, tax preparation, planning, and consulting services. If you are in need of any of those, feel free to engage me. My rates are subject to change and at my own discretion, but it's currently at $100 per hour. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day and be safe out there. Happy hustling.